Apex Legends has a transportation problem. When Apex released in 2019, it brought a whole bunch of innovations to the Battle Royale genre. The ping system, knockdown shields, jump masters, and even the ability to respawn dead players back into the game. All of this originated with Apex and quickly got adopted by the genre as a whole. But one of the most underrated features were the jump towers that came with the original map Kings Canyon, which featured a balloon floating in the sky with a long zipline attached that allowed players to gain altitude and then launch towards their next destination, allowing all players to maneuver the map much more quickly while streamlining the pace of play. In Season 3, Apex released its second map, World's Edge, with the same jump tower mechanics, but added a new mechanic with a train that would loop the map, allowing players to hop on and catch a ride. Despite World's Edge being widely regarded as a success, Respawn were not content and wanted to further innovate on their next map, and thus was born the City in the Clouds, Olympus. With it came a few jump towers, as was the Apex standard, but alongside was the shiny new Tridents. The Trident was Respawn's attempt at adding a vehicle to the game, and despite what most Apex players may believe, the Trident has been one of the strongest additions to Apex Legends ever, resulting in some of the biggest moments in the pro scene.
Optic will fall! NRG clutch!
And eventually, after an attempted nerf, it ended up getting deleted from the game entirely. So, Tridents were introduced with Olympus in Season 7, and there were some early shenanigans with it.
I think you have to go the other way.
There we go.
Oh my god. Oh,
wait,
nice.
wait.
Oh my.
Wait.
What? Huh?
Wait, we're good. We're gonna land. We're gonna land right in the mountain.
Oh no, don't take it. I gotta wait for my move.
Yeah.
I need to wait for my move.
Oh!
I'm dead actually.
Oh yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Where are you going? Wait, where are you going?
But the map was quite small, and with various means traversing, whether by teleporter or the jump towers, the Trident really wasn't used all that much, but that completely changed with the release of Season 11.
Storm Point. It's a place where dreams come true.
In this season, we got Apex's new map, Storm Point, the fourth map that had been released, and with it came Tridents once again, and jump towers were essentially non-existent outside of a single tower in the northernmost POI on the map. In their place were gravity cannons, which would fire players off in a set direction, landing at a set target. Respawn clearly wanted to limit the player's freedom with the gravity cannon compared to that of the jump tower. Although the jump tower did put players in a vulnerable state for a limited amount of time, it allowed you to choose which direction you wanted to go afterwards, where the gravity cannon lacked all of that freedom and choice. And this is where players turned their eyes towards the Tridents. Tridents were located on the outer edges of the map in most POIs and allowed for similar freedom as the jump tower, but they actually removed all of the downsides. The Trident itself was invulnerable to damage, could move across the map at incredibly quick speeds. When you did get shot, that damage would be spread across all three players evenly, which made it incredibly safe to rotate with. Unless, of course, you're Optic Gaming.
It's rolling right side, right side. This way, right side.
Yeah, beam me. All blues. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god,
Optic
Gaming.
Optic
Gaming.
Oh my god, Optic Gaming.
I don't know, dude. You just gotta bubble it.
But what Optic were talking about in the post-game comms was trying to bubble the car, because you can actually place different characters' abilities on the Trident. Whether it was a Rampart ultimate to create a Warthog from Halo, or a Gibraltar bubble to make rotations even safer, the Trident truly had no downsides. But when the pro scene returned to LAN in 2022, the meta over the next year had prominently featured Valkyrie, which made Tridents much less valuable because Valkyrie was able to act like a mobile jump tower with her own ultimate, letting you cover even larger distances. But in year 3, Split 2, Valk fell out of favor. Not only did she get nerfed, but Apex saw the addition of evac towers. The evacs allowed for teams to drop Valk out of their legend compositions and instead focus on stronger characters despite their lack of mobility. The meta then became a combination of Seer, Bangalore, Horizon, and Catalyst. But the evac tower had one major flaw. You had to find them on your loot path.
Like, why the fuck do you have a job? Why do you have a job? Why is there 3 armors?
If you were going to risk playing without Valk, you were leaving your rotation up to potential RNG. But one of the best teams in the world had a solution for this. Dark Zero, who had moved over from APAC South to North America just a split earlier, had recently come into possession of Mill, a POI on Stormpoint. Mill was located near the edge of the map, which gave it access to a nearby Trident, but notably, it was not stuck in a corner. This gave it easy access to some of the common rotation corridors. But on top of that, it was a pretty small POI, meaning it was incredibly fast to finish looting. And all this means that despite the fact that Dark Zero are located over on the edge of the map, they're able to outrun any team in this lobby, including all of the zone teams in the middle of the map, because of this turbo rotate strategy.
Dark Zero, by the way, already making their move. You can see just on the map that they're making their rotation nice and quick down to the southwest side of Stormpoint.
Pretty sure they're on that Trident. Oh, look at that. They are on the Trident.
And this allows them to get to the game-winning spot.
But it's only 2 of them that are trying to work together to stay alive, but the damage is being done, but Zero has to escape.
Zero's trying to get away from here. The thermite should slow things down for now. Zainu gets one. Zainu! That's why you picked him up. My goodness, those shots.
What's in here? What? Punch one guy. Let's go!
No, stop. Zainu, you are the best player in the game! You are the fucking best! Let's go! You're fucking him!
But now let's check in on one of the more recent match days with Team Liquid over on E-District. I think they crashed, by the way.
And that's the Team Liquid in or now, bro. That is devastating, man.
If only all of Team Liquid had today's sponsor, Exit Lag, the best way to optimize your internet speed. Currently, they are offering their annual plan at 50% off, and this is a deal you don't want to miss. They provide AI route optimization, multipath connection, and diagnostic center. They also support 2,000 games, making them essential to the online gaming experience, regardless of where you are in the world, as they support 1,000 servers with over 18 million optimizations. And the best part is the setup is super easy. Head to their website, create an account, download Exit Lag, and install. Then you pick your favorite game, select your ideal routing, apply, and look at the results. So if you're tired of playing on ridiculously high ping or getting constant packet loss, make sure to download Exit Lag with the link in the description. You can get 1 year's access for 50% off. Thank you to Exit Lag, and back to the video.
Because they land mill, we land wall with no car, and they have a car. That was literally the difference maker.
The world began to catch on. Tridents were crucial, and there was no moment in ALGS history that was more apparent than at Year 3 Champs. It's game number 4. Optic Gaming are off to a historic start, having hit match point in 3 games, and the Zone is pulling right next to their POI Down Beast. But notably, Dark Zero had missed out on this finals lobby. This caused Pioneers and Dreamfire to decide to contest for Mill. And in the midst of this contest, nearby NRG, landing at Checkpoint, saw the opportunity to steal the Trident.
Do I go for the car? It's up to you. Me? Go for it.
And so Sweet steals it and then decides to regroup with his team.
I'm pretty sure NRG took the mill car.
But upon seeing the Zone, he knows Optic will win this game if they manage to get the game-winning position.
Okay, we want to be literally out here in the water.
It's gonna like end towards the rock. We just take the back finger, and we win the fucking tournament.
Dude, Optic might go there with no loot and win the whole land. So we might need to go there with nothing and just win the game.
I'm ready to go.
I think we probably go like instantly.
Okay, well let's get ready to get out here soon. Like really soon. I want to get that spot.
Yeah, Optic might try to race us for the spot out there. Okay.
NRG is gonna race Optic for the spot.
Looking out towards the finger, I don't see shit.
They're out here in the car, out here in the car.
Let's check out.
Okay, we're just gonna focus on the spot.
Arm up.
Now, NRG,
There's a race.
Optic, they're all
There's
racing.
a race going down.
They're in front of us.
I don't know if that's them. Go to the fucking
That's
Octagon,
NRG.
Brock. Go to the rock.
We're out, we got it. Good timing.
NRG narrowly win this race, and despite this, Optic managed to get into a final 3v3 against NRG.
2 squads remaining. It's NRG versus Optic. Prowler for Nathan. Could that be the difference maker? Sweet has to retreat. Does he have a shield swap? No, he doesn't. Sweet goes down. Nog gets the first kill for Optic. Dropped. Tries to move in to clean up the pieces. Optic will fall. NRG clutch.
But while this may have been the most famous Trident moment in Apex history, it certainly was not the tournament where the Trident was exploited the most. That would come a year later in Sapporo, Japan. At the time, the meta was an absolutely absurd comp: Gibraltar, Newcastle, Rampart. Gibby and Newcastle created the res meta where it was really easy to reset after getting downed, but the notable thing about these three characters is the utter lack of mobility whatsoever. At best, you can utilize Gibby's bubble to cover small gaps, but the key to this composition was once again the Tridents.
We'll be looking at teams who have Trident, speaking of which, Aurora are one, as to how they're going to try and rotate and find a place to play. Having a Trident in these open spaces is invaluable. Absolute gold dust, because you have that indestructible cover to create something where there is nothing. Fury are another one of those teams who are taking a little bit of a rocky approach in more than one way. And hey, look, surprise, surprise, the Trident meta, forget about the support meta, is being shown again, this time by Liquid Alienware.
Gibraltar's bubble on top of a Trident made it the safest rotation option in the game. This combination with Gibby allowed it to be used all the way up even to the final ring. This unlocked a whole other aspect to the Trident. Due to it being invulnerable, you could use it as another piece of cover combined with your Newcastle wall and a rotation of Gibraltar and Newcastle tacticals, and you could take a spot that was basically out in the open and make it playable.
Will this even work here on the south side? I guess as long as they can watch the western side and make sure no one walks up on them.
Listen to the bullets. That Trident is made of something, let me tell you.
The Trident had evolved from a gimmick with early glitches to a LAN-winning strategy from Mill into a full-blown meta, and Respawn realized that maybe their creation had reached a tipping point. Maybe the Trident was a bit too strong, and so they nerfed it. In Season 27, it was decided enough was enough, and Respawn made huge changes to the Trident. Now it had health bar and could be destroyed, and once it was, players would be stunned and damaged. And to counteract some of these changes, they did make the Trident have a little bit better maneuverability, such as the ability to jump and then boost in the air to keep that momentum going. Also, the Trident could now do damage to opponents when hitting them at high speeds. And to be fair, this initially did bring some hilarious moments as pro teams like Fnatic started terrorizing scrims with this thing. But the main nerf truly was the health pool. The dev notes specifically said that Respawn wanted counterplay against the Tridents, but after a couple months of using them, they still were not happy. And so in Season 29, it was announced that after 5 years of being one of the most foundational parts of Apex, especially for maps like Stormpoint, the Trident was going to be removed from the game entirely. But why? Why were Tridents removed? The ability to destroy it seemingly accomplished the dev's stated goal of providing counterplay.
Fuck, man! Ain't no way, dude.
Well, it stems back to an issue I mentioned at the beginning of this video. At the peak of her powers, Valkyrie was the rotation legend in the game. But once Evac Tower saw her fall out of the meta, and teams realized that, well, we're gonna have to have some sort of answer if the loot RNG just doesn't go our way, Tridents became much more popular, and teams were able to fully forego movement characters. And Respawn wanted to bring back the importance of team composition decisions. And there's no better place to see this than the character that released right alongside the Trident's removal, Axel. Axel is a fast-paced legend whose tactical allows for your team to constantly be moving and sliding around the map. Interestingly enough, one of the original versions of Axel's ultimate apparently allowed her to transform into a Trident. And while this idea is a bit goofy, it shows where the developers' heads were at. The Trident, while unique, completely disrupted the natural character pick rates for an entire group of movement legends, and instead uniquely favored characters that could fill the other roles. Sometimes innovation, like in the early days, can be something fundamental to the game, but other times you can maybe take it a little bit too far. Everything needs to be balanced, and the Trident, it was something that really wasn't, to be honest. The Trident brought a lot of fun to the Apex player base and will always hold a special place in my heart, but maybe we'll be better off without it. Anyway, if you want to see how a team actually didn't use the Trident whatsoever and still managed to win the Apex Legends Championship, make sure to click right here.